Hello, everybody. Happy to announce that as of today, you should have access to all of your classes in Teams. So I will get into that a little bit more later, but I wanted to show first, just a reminder everybody to make sure you're using the full application of Teams. So if you see this icon on your desktop, or I added mine down here, you can find out if you have the full application by typing in Teams, and if you see Microsoft Teams app, that's what you are looking for. Of course, you can get to Teams through Office 365 on the web page. What you're going to find, though, is there are features that don't work in that. Like in meetings, you can't share your screen and so on. So you can do most of this through the web, but it's good to use the full app whenever you can. Okay? So the first thing I wanted to show you is what should have happened with a syncing process we did today. Is over here all of my classes were created in Teams, and at the elementary school I have 2 language arts classes, 1, 2 attendance periods, and 2 social studies groups of kids. One thing that's going to be new this year is when you click on a team for the first time up at the top, it's going to ask you if you want to activate. So right now, if my incoming 6th graders were to go into Teams, they would not see this social studies course until I hit the activate button. And so I don't see any reason that they can't, so I'm going to go ahead and activate that. And that basically would make it active for the students. Now, as long as I have your attention, there's just a few other things I wanted to show people. You'll notice that your teams from last year are gone. Part of the syncing process is that they are removed and they are archived. So if there's something from that you're looking for, let me know, and we'll see if we can recover that for you. All right. Now, the first thing that I like to do is now I've got a bunch of different teams that have accumulated over time. I have this one that Brad created, this one Joe created, this one I used the other day, unfortunately not to plan a golf trip, but was just goofing around trying to figure out how some things work as we go into our trainings. But I want my classes to be on the top. So easy thing to do, just click on a team, hold on to it, grab and drop, and you can change the order of them very easily. Okay? Now, something else you can do, if there are teams showing up here that you don't really want to see, like I don't need these attendance periods, it's the same groups of kids that I have. So another thing that you can do if you want to take a team off of your view to make it less cluttered, if you click on the 3 dots, one of the options that you have is to hide. And so I'm going to take my AM attendance team and I'm going to hide that. And I'm also going to do that with my afternoon attendance. Okay. Couple other things you can do if you go into a team that you are the owner of, you are able to edit it. And so like I have 2 classes that have the same title, but these actually have different groups of kids. So this would be very confusing for me throughout the years, but you can go in and change the names. So I'm going to call this one ELA A. And you can then, of course, go through and pick icon that goes with it if you want. These are the subject areas, and language arts English is not one of them. I have no idea why. So if you go under foreign language, I think that's supposed to be Shakespeare, so we'll use him for our icon. And I got to go down a little bit to just say update. And now, instead of saying read ELA6, it says ELAA, and I can do the same thing here with this one, edit it. I can change this to ELAB, which in 6th grade code means that's Mrs. Barron's class. The A class is my homeroom students, and we'll use the drama masks for this one. And we'll update that. So just another thing you can do, and those name changes will stay. Even if we run more syncs, those should stay in place. And then the last thing I wanted to show you that you might want to do ahead of time here is if you go under Manage the Team, You'll see yourself as the owner of each of your team, and then you'll see the members that you have. So these are my 6th grade students that are each coming in. Now, if let's say you all of a sudden notice a student is missing or a student comes in the middle of the year, you can always go in and add a member. So adding them, like let's say Mr. Gravold wants to be part of my team. If I start typing his name, there he shows up. I can add him, and he is now part of my team. And you'll see that he shows up here, and he's also an owner. Now maybe I don't want him to change any of my stuff, so I'm going to change him to a member. Okay. Now, let's say then in the middle of the year a student should leave. And so you want to take them out of your team. You are able to go in and remove them as well. If I hit the X, it will take him out of here, but I'm not going to do that right now. So again, just a couple tips and tricks as you're working on getting started for the year. If you have any questions, of course, just give a holler and we'll give you a hand. All right. Thanks and have a great day.